I'm actually Egyptian too.
Okay.
I agree with you on most things, like the Israel situation and everything, but
What do you disagree with?
What do I disagree with?
Yeah.
Well, you talked a few weeks ago about, or maybe last week, about Islam and, you know, the detriments of it on the West. My question for you is if you agree that liberal Israelis or liberal Jews, you know, they support the open border policy and they're the reason that, you know, people who come from, you know, war-torn countries and commit crimes here, they're the reason that they're here. So
is your question on my views on Islam, or what was the specific question?
Well, I have a few questions, but the first one was, about the whole Islam thing with the Jews.
Yeah, so let me just give you my position, because I think a lot of people mischaracterize my position on Islam. My position is, I think the United States is a Christian country. I think Muslims are guests here. And as guests here, I don't think it's appropriate to pray pray in public areas of significant, you know, maybe a tourist attraction,
like a Times Square.
Like a Times Square or any of these other places, or have the Adhan being played, you know, 5 times a day in U.S. cities. I don't think that's appropriate.
But
to be done.
Say you think the U.S. is a Christian country?
Yes.
Okay, I disagree. I don't think the U.S. was found on Christianity. I think it was found on the separation of state and religion.
Yeah, separation of church and state. But
right.
But the separation of church and state was to ensure the protection of the church and the government from influence of either or.
Right.
So the framers put that in for that perspective. It's, you know, it's the separation of church and state, not the separation of mosque and state. You know, but I do think that this country was founded by, obviously it was founded by white Protestants, etc.
Right.
But I do think that this is a Christian country and we're here as guests. I mean, let's be honest, we're the minority. We're 2% of the population, right? So by definition, we're the minority, they're the majority, which makes sense because they founded the country.
Right.
So I think as guests, just because we could doesn't mean we should.
I don't completely disagree that we're guests. It's just, for me, you know, one of the things like.
And let me be clear, I don't have a problem with them praying in public.
Right.
My problem is that when you pray in public and inconvenience others, or if you have the Adhan being played multiple times a day and inconveniencing others, I just don't think that's fair.
Okay. Do you agree that the reason they're here are the Jews, though, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, like, well, you know, that's not all of them, but a lot of them, yeah, come from war-torn countries, which, you know, was due to our
Jews,
foreign policy, and our foreign policy has destabilized these Middle Eastern and Muslim countries. So, yeah, it's created chaos where they need to seek refugee, whether it's here in the United States, Western Europe, etc.
Okay, and then I have just one more question. What do you think about Peter Thiel and Palantir?
Terrible.
Okay. All right.
Terrible. He's literally a cocksucker.